Ado About Nothing, Part 1, edited for television. From Hollywood, the following program is brought to you in living color on NBC. NBC Matinee Theater. Devised and produced for NBC by Albert McCleary, presents William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing, Part 1, edited for television by Alan Cook, starring Nina Foch and Robert Horton. Also starring Philip Bornoff, Patrick Macnee, Stephen Joyce, Pernell Roberts, Norma Moore, and Peggy McCay.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
But few of any sort, and none by name.
Victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers.
I pray you, sir, is Signor Montanto returned from the wars or no?
I know none of that name, lady. There's none such in the army of any sort.
What is he you asked for, niece?
My cousin niece, Signor Benedict of Padua.
Oh, he's returned and as pleasant as ever he was.
I pray you, how many has he killed and eaten in these wars?
Where?
No, but how many has he killed? For indeed, I promise to eat all of his killing.
He hath done good service, lady, in these wars.
You had musty victual, and he helped eat it. Well, he's a very valiant Frenchman. He has an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier, too, lady.
A good soldier to a lady, but what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with most honorable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man. But as for the stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must not, sir, mistake my niece. There's a kind of merry war between Benedict and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and now is the whole man governed with one. Who is his companion now? He has every month a new sworn brother.
Is that possible?
It's very easily possible. He wears his face, but it's the fashion of his hat. It ever changes with the next block.
I see, lady, the gentleman is not in your books.
No, and he were, I would burn my study. But who is his companion now?
He's seen most often in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh, I find here that Don Pedro hath bestowed high honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
And much deserved on his part.
Oh, Lord, he will hang upon him like the disease. God help the noble Claudio. If he has caught the Benedict, it'll cost him much ere he be cured.
Niece, you will never run mad.
No, not till a hot January.
Don Pedro is approached.
Good, Leonato. You are come to meet your trouble. The fashion of the world is to avoid cost, and you encounter it.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace.
Ah, I think this is your daughter.
The mother has many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, too, that you asked her?
No, Benedict, for then you were a child.
Ah, you have it full, Benedict. Be happy, lady. You are like an honorable father. You know, if Leonardo be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders for all Messina. As like him as she is.
I wonder you will still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody minds you.
Well, my dear Lady Disdain. Are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die when she has such meat to feed on as you, Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself was conferred to Disdain when you come in her presence.
Well, then is courtesy a turncoat. But it is certain that I am loved of all ladies.
Oh.
Oh? Only you accepted. And I would I had not a hard heart for. Truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women, else should they be troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood that I'm of your humor for that. I'd rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
Well, God keep your ladyship in that frame of mind, so some gentleman or other shall escape a predestinate scratch face.
Scratching could not make it worse. with such a face as yours.
Ah, you're a rare parrot teacher.
A bird of my tongue.
Is?
Is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse had the speed of your tongue. And we're so good a continuer.
Benedict.
Aye.
My dear friend Leonardo has invited you all. I tell him we shall stay at the least a month, and he heartily prays some occasion may detain us longer.
Leonardo?
Please that you go on.
Claudio.
Let me bid you welcome. Being reconciled to your brother, the prince, I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I'm not of many words, but I thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NBC Matinee Theater for a presentation brought to you live and in living color. I'm your host, John Conte. Friends, it's National Cotton Week. Now, keep the comfort, the good looks, and the practicality of cotton safe and soft with wonderful ivory snow.
Aw, some people have it soft. Sit around on soft old cushions, playing with soft little old toys. Got everything super special. Pretty soft, I'll say.
Yes, Baby does have it pretty soft, Tommy, especially with ivory snow on the job. Look at those cuddly, soft diapers. Ivory snow leaves them light as air, far softer than with wash-day detergents and free from irritating deposits. Mild, gentle ivory snow treats everything Baby wears as tenderly as you'd treat Baby himself. It's the safest possible soap. The only soap both ivory safe and granulated for efficiency in any machine. Yes, it's a soft life for some people. Pretty soft.
Wonderful ivory snow. So gentle.
Friends, those of you who are devotees of matinee theater are well aware of the achievements of our award-winning series. In our constant effort to provide the finest of daytime drama, we have presented works of such outstanding authors as Henry James, George Bernard Shaw, Pirandello, and Edith Horton. But today we celebrate several firsts on the NBC Matinee Theater. This is our first production, which will be seen over a period of 2 days. Part 1 today, and tomorrow the play continues with Part 2. Now, the occasion of this departure is our initial presentation of a play by William Shakespeare, his classic comedy, Much Ado About Nothing. Starring in our play are Nina Foch and Robert Horton. Also starring are Philip Bornoff, Patrick Macnee, Stephen Joyce, Pernell Roberts, Norma Moore, and Peggy McCay. The production is directed by Alan Cook. Now, the setting and time of Shakespeare's play are removed from our own, but his subject matter is of enduring interest, namely love and the complications that it causes. Now, two couples share our center stage, Hero and Claudio, who are passionately in love, and Beatrice and Benedict, who are not passionately in love. The curtain going up now on Act 1, Part 1 of Much Ado About Nothing.
Sigh no more, ladies, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever. One foot on sea and one on shore. Oh, one thing constant never. Then sigh not so, ladies, sigh not so, but be blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nonny, nonny nonny oh, hey nonny nonny oh.
Ah, well done, Claudio.
Benedict,
Aye.
didst thou note the daughter of Leonardo?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Why? In faith, methinks she's too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation can I afford her, that were she other than she is, she were unhandsome. But, being no other than as she is, I do not like her.
Oh, I pray thee, tell me truly how thou likest her.
Would you buy her that you inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Aye, and a case to put it into.
In mine eye, she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
Oh? Well, I see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. Now, there's her cousin. And were she not possessed with a fury exceeds her as much in beauty as the 1st of May doth the last of December. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
If Hero would be my wife.
Oh, it's come to this. Shall I never see a bachelor of 60 again? Go to in faith, and thou wilt need thrust thy neck in a yoke. Bear the print of it, and sigh away thunder.
What secret has held you here?
I would your grace would constrain me to tell.
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
You hear, Claudia? I can be as secret as a dumb man, but on my allegiance, mark. On my allegiance, my lord, he is in love. With who? Mark how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonato's short daughter.
Amen, if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
But I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy, is the feeling that fire cannot burn out of me. I will die in it at the stake.
Was ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty?
Oh? That a woman conceive me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But that I shall have her a cheek winded in my forehead, all women shall pardon me. For I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any, but I will do myself the right to trust none. And the finest, for which I may go the finer, I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee, ere I die, look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, not with love. Prove that ever I lose more blood with love than I get again with drinking. Pick out mine eyes with a ballad maker's pen, and hang me up for the sign of a blind Cuban.
In time, the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
Ah, the savage bull may, but if ever the sensible Benedict bear it, pluck off the bull's horns and set them in my forehead. And in such great letters as they write, here is good horse to hire, let them signify under my sign, here lies Benedict, the married man.
Tartly that gentleman looks. I never see him but that I'm heartburn for an hour after.
He is of a very melancholy disposition.
Excellent man that were made midway between him and Benedict. The one is too like an image and says nothing. The other, too like my lady's eldest son, evermore tattling.
Niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband if I be so shrewd of thy tongue.
For the which blessing I'm upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face. I'd rather lie in the woolen.
You may light upon a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? He that has a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I'm not for him. Therefore I will even take sixpence in earnest of the bearwood and lead his apes into hell.
Well, then, go you into hell?
Oh, no, Uncle, but to the gate. And there will I meet the devil, with horns on his head. Oh. And he says, get you to heaven, Beatrice. Here's no place for you maids. So I deliver up my apes, and away to St. Peter. And he shows me where the bachelors sit, and there live we, as merry as the day is long.
Well, I hope you will be ruled by your father.
Oh, yes, it's my cousin's duty to curtsy and say, Father, if it please you, but let him be a handsome fellow, or else make another curtsy and say, Father, as it please me.
Ah, niece, I hope to see thee one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth. Would it not grieve a woman to be overmastered with a piece of valiant dust? Oh, no, Uncle, I'll none. Adam's sons are my brethren, and truly, I hold it a sin to match with my kindred.
Cousin, you apprehend passing shrewdly.
I have a good eye, Uncle. I can see a church by daylight.
If thou dost love fair hero, cherish it. And I will break with her, and thou shalt have.
But lest my liking might too sudden seem, I would have solved it with a longer treatise.
What needs a bridge much broader than the flood? Look, I will fit thee with the remedy. I know we shall have revelling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise, and tell fair hero I am Claudio, and take a hearing prisoner with the force and strong encounter of my amorous tale. And after, to her father will I break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine. Oh, in practice, let us put it presently.
My lord, why are you thus out of measure sad?
I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause, and smile at no man's jests, eat when I have stomach, sleep when I am drowsy, laugh when I am merry, and claw no man in his humor.
Yea, but you must not make the full show of this till you have done so.
I'd rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. It better fits my blood to be disdained of all than to rob love from any. In this, though it cannot be said that I am a flattering, honest man, it must not be denied, but I am a plain-dealing villain. I'm trusted with a muzzle, enfranchised with a clog. Therefore, I have decreed not to sing in my cage. If I had my mouth, I would bite. What news, Baraccio?
The prince, your brother, is royally entertained by Leonato. And I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve for any model to make mischief on?
Marry, it is your brother's right hand.
Who, the most exquisite Claudio?
Even he.
Likely prospect.
And who and which way looks he?
On Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato.
Very forward march chick.
And I heard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and having obtained her, give her to Count Claudio.
That young startup with all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him any way, I will bless myself. Let's to the great supper. You are both sure, and will assist me.
To the death, my lord.
Get it, Jimmy! And a boy, the last out. And there's Mom calling you and your best friend to lunch. Boy, does that food taste good. Just time for seconds, and you're off again. Now, this mom can't always get her youngsters to brush their teeth after every meal, even though she knows it's best. If that's your problem, too, then your family should use Gleam, the toothpaste for people who can't brush after every meal. You know, the food you eat combines with mouth bacteria, causing decay and mouth odor. But one Gleam brushing before breakfast destroys most bacteria. Yes, just one morning brushing with Gleam destroys decay bacteria. Only Gleam contains GL70, thoroughly safe even for your youngest children. So if you can't always get your children to brush after every meal, depend on Gleam.
Lava offers you your dream vacation, and here are the details.
Hold it. Are you sure you've washed your hands clean? Look, dirt left around knuckles. Fingernails, too. Oh, no wonder. You use toilet soap, face soap. What you need is a soap made especially for hands. Procter & Gamble's great new white lava, the hand soap. New White Lava is the only leading soap with a fine white cleansing powder blended into every bar. Millions of tiny particles that nudge dirt loose, lift it up, float it away, especially that stubborn dirt around knuckles and nails. New White Lava gets the dirt that face soaps miss. Get lava today. New White Lava, the hand soap.
Recognize this picture? Then play Lava's exciting Dream Vacation picture game. You may win $10,000 just by identifying 10 popular vacation spots. See your Lava dealer for contest rules and entry blanks.
In just a few moments, we will continue with today's presentation on the NBC Matinee Theater, brought to you live and in living color. Back now to our play on the NBC Matinee Theater, Much Ado About Nothing. Young Claudio desires nothing more than to marry Hero. Now, to aid his cause, the experienced Don Pedro will pretend to be Claudio tonight at the masked ball. Thus, Don Pedro will help woo Hero for Claudio. And thus also, a desired opportunity is offered Don John to make serious mischief. Let's continue now with Much Ado About Nothing.
Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly and look sweetly and say nothing. I'm yours for the walk, and especially when I walk away.
With me in your company.
I may say so when I please.
And when please you to say so?
When I like your favor. For God defend, the lute should be like the case.
Speak low if you speak loud.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, madam, you will forgive me.
Nor will you tell me who you are?
No, madam, not now.
That I was disdainful. Well, it's Signor Benedict that said so.
What's he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Oh, lady, I do not.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, who is he?
Why, he's the prince's jester. A very dull fool. Only his gift is in improvising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him. I'm sure he's in the fleet. Why would he have boarded me?
When I know the gentleman, I will tell him what you say.
Do. He'll but break a comparison or two upon me, which, peradventure not marked or laughed at, will strike him into a melancholy. And then is a partridge wing saved, for the fool will eat no supper that night. We must follow the leaders.
In every good thing.
Nay, and it be ill, I will leave them at the next turning.
Are you not Signor Benedict?
I am he.
You are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored of Hero. I pray you, dissuade him from her.
How know you that he loves her?
She's no equal for his birth. I heard him swear his affection.
And he swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us do the banquet.
Thus answer I a name of Benedict. But hear these ill news with ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all things, save in the office and affairs of love. Therefore, farewell, Hero.
Now, Claudio, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow about your own business. What fashion will you wear the garland of? You must wear it one way, as the prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
But tell me, did you think the prince would serve you thus?
I pray you lead me.
Boy, you strike like the blind man. But the boy that stole your meat, you beat the post.
If it will not be, then I'll leave you.
But alas, poor hurt fowl, now will he creep into sedges. But that my lady Beatrice should know me and yet not know me. The prince's fool. Oh? It may be I go by that title because I am married.
Now, Signor, did you see Claudio?
Aye, my lord. I offered him my company to a willow tree, either to make him a garland as being forsaken or to bind him up a rod as worthy to be whipped.
To be whipped?
Aye.
What's his fault?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy, who being overjoyed at finding a bird's nest shows it his companion and he steals it.
What?
Aye. Yet it not be amiss the rod had been made, which he might have bestowed on you, who I take it have stolen his bird's nest.
I do but teach them to sing, then restore them to their owner.
Oh? Well, if their singing answer your saying, you speak honestly.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman that danced with her told her she's much wronged by you.
Oh? She misused me past the endurance of a block. An oak, with but one green leaf on it, would have answered her. My lord, I would not marry her were she endowed with all Adam had left him before he transgressed.
Look, here she comes.
Will my lord command me to any service, to the world's end, I will go on the slightest errand for you. I will fetch you a toothpicker now from the furthest inch of Asia. Bring you a hair off the great Khan's beard. Do you any embassies to the pygmies rather than hold 3 words conference with that harpy? Have you no employment for me?
None, but to desire your good company.
Oh, my lord, here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
My lord?
You have lost the heart of Senor Benedict, lady. You have put him down.
So I would not he should do me. Here's Count Claudio, whom you sent me to see.
Why, how now, Claudio? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
Sick, then?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil, Count.
Seville's an orange and something of that jealous complexion.
I'll be sworn if he be so, his conceit is false. I've wooed in thy name, and fair hero is one. Name the day of marriage, and God give you joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortune.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself for you.
Oh, speak, cousin. Or if you cannot stop his mouth with a kiss, and let him not speak neither.
My cousin tells him it is dear that he is in her heart.
And thus goes everyone to the world but I. And I am sunburned. I may sit in the corner and cry hi-ho for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I'll get you one.
I'd rather have one of your father's getting. Has your grace ne'er a brother like you?
Will you have me, lady?
Oh, not unless I might have another for working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day.
But I beseech your grace's pardon. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
To be merry most becomes you, for out of question you were born in a merry hour.
Oh, no, my lord, my mother cried. But then there was a star dance, and under that was I born. Cousin, God give you joy. By your grace's pardon.
Ay, my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady. She'd make an excellent wife for Benedict.
Oh, my lord. If they were married but an hour, they'd talk themselves mad.
And Benedict is not the unhopefullest husband that I know. I'll teach you how to humor your cousin that she fall in love with Benedict. And I, with your 2 helps, will so practice on Benedict that in spite of his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer.
His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods.
It is so. Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonato.
Yeah, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any bar, any impediment will be medicinable to me. I'm sick in displeasure to him. How canst thou cross this marriage?
I think I told your lordship how much I'm in the favor of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman.
I remember.
The lady here. Well, I can at any unseasonable instant of the night appoint her to look out at her lady's chamber window.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that lies in you to temper. Go you to your brother, the prince. Spare not to tell him that he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio to a contaminated stale. They will scarcely believe this without trial. Offer them instances, which shall bear no less likelihood than to see me at her chamber window. Hear me call Margaret hero, and there shall appear such seeming truths of hero's disloyalty that jealousy shall be called assurance and all the preparation overthrown. And bring them to see this the very night before the intended wedding.
What proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to undo Hero, to vex Claudio, to kill Leonato. Look you for any other issue, my lord?
Be cunning in the working of this. Thy fee is 1,000 ducats.
Hard cash or soft coal, a 5-carat diamond or just 5 carats. You answers your question and you takes your chances with Jan Murray and Treasure Hunt tonight on NBC. Now, there's no question about what you get with the George Gobel show, however. It's laughs galore when Fred McMurray arrives just loaded down with bright ideas for Lonesome George's vacation. Shirley Harmer and Eddie Fisher range the scales with their accustomed ease, and the whole cast joins them for a vacation time melody, Let's Get Away From It All, on the George Gobel show with Eddie Fisher in color and black and white tonight. Now, the jolly gentleman carrying the beautiful bride struck it rich in the gold fields of California. The bride, however, seems more excited about her wedding present, her weight in gold. It is her somewhat intellectual approach to this affair of the heart that causes Matt Wayne to anticipate trouble, which he gets tonight on the Californians. Well, there are your stars. See them all tonight over most of these NBC stations. In just a few moments, we will continue with today's presentation on the NBC Matinee Theater, brought to you live and in living color. We return to our comedy on the NBC Matinee Theater, William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing, directed by Alan Cook, starring our Nina Foch and Robert Horton. Also starring are Philip Bornev, Patrick Macnee, Stephen Joyce, Pernell Roberts, Norma Moore, and Peggy McCay. Now, Beatrice and Benedict have long proclaimed their aversion to love and to each other. But a plan is afoot which may change their minds. The next act now of our play.
I do much wonder that a man, seeing how much another man's a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music in him but the drum and the fife. And now he would rather hear the tabor and the pipe. May I be so converted and see with these eyes, I think not. One woman is fair, and I am well, Another is virtuous. Yes, I will. But till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Virtuous? Or I'll never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll not look on her. A good discourse, of sweet disposition. An excellent musician, and her hair shall be of whatever color it please God. The prince and Monsieur Love.
I pray thee sing, and let me woo no more.
Now, divine air, now is his soul ravished. Is it not strange that sheep's guts should hail souls out of men's bodies? Quite strange.
Western wind, when wilt thou blow? The small rain down doth rain. Christ, that my love were in my arms, and I in my bed
By my troth, a good song.
And were he a dog and howled us, they would have hanged him.
Balthazar, I pray thee get us some excellent music, for tomorrow night we would have it at the Lady Hero's chamber window. Come hither, Leonato. See you where Benedict has set himself.
Oh, very well, my lord. We'll fit the hid fox with a pennyworth.
Leonato, what was it you told me today about your niece, Beatrice, being in love with Signor Benedict?
Aye. Stalk on, the fowl sits. I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedict, whom she hath in all outward behaviors seemed ever to abhor.
Is possible. Sits the wind in that corner.
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it, but that she loves him with an enraged affection. 'Tis past the infinite of thought.
Or maybe she doth counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Oh, God, counterfeit. There never was a counterfeit of passion that came so close to life as she discovered.
What effects of fashion shows she?
Bait the hook well, this fish will bite.
What effect, my lord? She will sit you... But you heard my daughter tell you how.
Indeed, my lord.
How? You amaze me. I would have thought that her disposition had been against all signs of affection.
Especially against Benedict.
I should think it's a trick, but that the white-bearded fellow speaks it. Knavery cannot sure hide itself in such reverence.
She has ta'en the infection. Hold it up.
Had she made her affection known to Benedict?
No, and swears she will not. That's her torment.
Shall I, says she, that have so often counted him with scorn, write to him that I love him?
Or she'll be up 20 times a night, and there will she sit in her smock till she have writ a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us so.
Now you talk of a sheet of paper, I'm reminded of a pretty jest your daughter told us
Oh!
of.
When she had written it and was reading it over, she found Benedict and Beatrice between the sheets.
Then she tore the letter into 1,000 halfpence, railed at herself that she should be so immodest as to write to one she knew would flout her.
I judge him, says she, by mine own spirit, for I should flout him if he writ me. Yea, though I love him, I should.
Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, curses, prays. Oh, sweet Benedict, God, give me patience.
I pray thee, tell Benedict of it, and see what he will say.
Well, to what end? He would but make a sport of it, and that would torment the poor lady worse.
And he should have put in arms to hang him. She's an excellent, sweet lady, and out of all suspicion she is virtuous.
And exceeding wise.
In everything but loving Benedict. I'm sorry for your niece. I love Benedict well, but
I could wish that he would modestly examine himself to see how much he is unworthy so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
And if he do not dote on her on this, I will never trust my expectations.
Send her in to call him into dinner.
This can be no trick. Their conference was sadly born. They have the truth of it from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. Love? Love me? Why, it must be requited. I did never think to marry. I must not seem proud. Happy are they that hear their detractions and put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis so, I can bear them witness. And virtuous, 'tis true. I cannot reprove it. And wise, except for loving me. By my troth, it is no great addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly, for I shall be horribly in love with her. I may perchance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, because against marriage I have railed so long. Ah, but doth not the appetite alter? Shall these quips and sentences and paper bullets of the brain awe a man from the career of his humor? No! The world must be peopled. When I said that I should die a bachelor, I did not think that I should live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. By this day she's a fair lady, and I do spy some marks of love on her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Fair, Beatrice. Most fair. I thank thee for thy pains.
If it had been painful, I would not have come.
Ah, then take you pleasure in the message?
Yea, as much as you would upon a knife's point. And choke a bird withal. Fare you well.
Fare thee well. Against my will, I am sent to bid thee come in to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. If I do not pity the lady, I am a villain. I will go get her picture.
In just a few moments, we will continue with today's presentation on the NBC Matinee Theater, brought to you live and in living color.
That is my 14-year-old daughter, piling up laundry for me. Those socks will be black. It used to be I couldn't get the dirt out. But that all changed the day my new automatic was demonstrated.
And here's your new Tide, put in at the Speed Queen factory.
New Tide?
With reserve cleaning power. Extra cleaning power for all kinds of dirt.
Even this?
Everything you wash. Now, this Speed Queen is the golden anniversary model, and it's a beauty. Look, a stainless steel tub with a lifetime guarantee. An automatic lint remover.
Well, New Tide got these socks cleaner than anything I ever used. So I don't mind so much when she goes without shoes. At least now I can get these socks clean.
Yes, 25 makers put Tide inside each automatic washing machine. The cleanest possible kind of clean is T-I-D-E, Tide Clean.
Don't forget, for the cleanest clean under the sun, buy New Tide in the money-saving king-size box. It's real convenient, too, because you can put your whole measuring cup right in it. So keep king-size Tide next to your washer. Once again, we return to our comedy, Much Ado About Nothing. Well, the time is not yet ripe for Don John to promote his evil scheme. But And meanwhile, another and happier plan proceeds well. The confirmed bachelor Benedict believes Beatrice is in love with him. Now, being a gentleman, he means to return her love. The concluding act now of Part 1, Much Ado About Nothing.
I do but wait till your marriage be consummate, and then I go toward Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord.
Nay, show a child his new coat, and then forbid him to wear it. I will only be bold with Benedict for his company. For from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot, he is all mirth. He has twice or thrice cut Cupid's bowstring. The little hangman dare not shoot at him. He has a heart as sound as a bell.
Gallant, I am not as I have been.
Methinks you are sadder. I hope he be in love.
Hang him, truant. There be no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched with love.
No?
If he be sad, he wants money.
I have the toothache.
Draw it.
What? Sigh for the toothache?
Any fool can master a grief but him that has it.
Yet say I he is in love. He, brushes his hat in the mornings. What should that bode?
Any man seen him at the barber?
No, but the barber's man hath been seen with him, and that old ornament of his cheek hath already stuffed tennis balls. Nay, he rubs himself with civet. Can you smell him out by that? When was he wont to wash his face?
That's as much as to say the sweet youth's in love.
Oh, well, this is no charm for a toothache. Leonardo, good thing. I have studied some 8 or 9 wise words that I would speak with you. Will you walk aside with me? These hobby horses must not hear them.
I like to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have by this played their parts with Beatrice, and now the two bears will not bite one another when they meet.
Now, Margaret, when Beatrice doth come, our talk must only be how Benedict is sick in love with Beatrice. Of this matter is little Cupid's crafty arrow made that only wounds by hearsay. Shh. Now, begin. No, truly, Margaret, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my new-trothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
But I persuaded them, if they loved Benedict, never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall couch upon?
Oh, God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. For she cannot love. She is so self-endeared.
Sure, I think so. And therefore, certainly, it were not good she knew his love, lest she make sport of it.
Why, you speak truth. I never yet saw a man, how wise, how noble, young, how rarely featured, but she would spell him backward. If fair-faced, she would swear the gentleman should be her sister. If dark, why, nature, drawing of an antic, made a foul blot. If tall, a lance ill-headed. If short, an agate very vilely cut.
Sure, sure. Such carping is not commendable.
But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. Oh, she would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with wit. Therefore, let Benedict, like covered fire, consume away in sighs, waste inwardly.
Do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment as to refuse so rare a gentleman.
He is the only man of Italy. Always accepted my dear Claudio.
Oh, I pray you, be not angry with me, madam. Speaking my fancy. Signor Benedict, for shape, for bearing, argument, and valor, goes foremost in report through Italy. When are you married, madam?
Why, every day. Tomorrow.
She's limed, I warrant you. We've caught her.
be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride, adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedict, love on. I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness will incite thee to bind our love up with a holy band. Others say thou dost deserve, and I believe better than reporting.
My darling brother, God save you.
Good den, brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you.
In private?
If you please. Yet Count Claudio may hear, for what I would speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your grace to be married tomorrow?
You know that he does.
I know not that when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter. My brother, I think he holds you well and in dearness of heart, hath helped to effect your ensuing marriage. Surely, suit ill spent and labor ill bestowed.
Why, what's the matter?
The lady is disloyal.
Who, Hero?
Even she, Leonato's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal?
Think of a worse title and I will fit her to it. Go but with me tonight, and you shall see her chamber window entered, even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her.
This be so.
I will not think it.
Follow me, and I will show you enough. And when you have seen more, proceed accordingly. Trust not what you see. Confess not that you know.
Tomorrow, in the congregation where I should wed, there will I shame her.
As I would for thee to obtain her, join with thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her, no father.
Day untoward lips
Oh, mischief strangely thwarting.
Oh, plague right well prevented. So you will say when you have seen the sequel.
The greenest green under the sun is Tide Queen, new Tide Queen.
New Tide leaves all your wash the cleanest clean under the sun, sweet and fresh as a country meadow. It's New Tide's extra cleaning power that makes such a wonderful difference. There's nothing like New Tide for getting everything you wash clean and bright as sunshine itself. Really clean.
Tide Queen.
The cleanest clean you've ever seen. The kind of clean you like best next to those you love. New Tide Clean.
What a wonderful sight when your wash is done. The cleanest clean under the sun is Tide Clean, new Tide Clean.
Friends, the same fine cast of stars and supporting players will appear tomorrow in the concluding half of Much Ado About Nothing on the NBC Matinee Theater. In just a moment, I'll be back with the names of today's players.
The greenest green under the sun is tide clean. You're tide clean. What a wonderful sight when your wash is done. The cleanest green under the sun is tide clean. You're tide clean.
The cleanest clean under the sun. It's yours with new Tide. Tide's extra cleaning power makes such a wonderful difference. Leaves your wash clean and fresh as a sparkling brook. With new Tide, everything comes out really clean. Tide Clean.
New Tide Clean.
The sweet, sunshiny kind of clean you like best next to those you love.
The cleanest green under the sun is Tide Clean. New Tide Clean.
William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing was edited for television by Alan Cook. Our play starred Nina Foch and Robert Horton. And also starred Philip Bourneuf, Patrick Macnee, Stephen Joyce, Pernell Roberts, Norma Moore, Peggy McCay, with Herschel Bernardi, Tony Russo, Clark Allen, and Brian Roper. Flowers designed by the Florist Telegraph delivered. On sad days or glad days, see your FTV florist. Our play was directed by Alan Cook. The NBC Matinee Theater is devised and produced for NBC by Albert McCleary. And this is your host, John Conte, saying thank you, requesting the pleasure of your company again at tomorrow's NBC Matinee Theater. Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing, edited for television by Alan Cook. NBC Matinee Theater. Devised and produced for NBC by Albert McCleary presents William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing, edited for television by Alan Cook, starring Nina Foch and Robert Horton. Also starring Philip Bourneuf, Patrick Macnee, Stephen Joyce, Pernell Roberts, Norma Moore, and Peggy McCay. Hello, everyone, and once again, welcome to the NBC Matinee Theater for a live dramatic presentation brought to you in living color. I'm your host, John Conte. Today, friends, it's part 2 of William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. Now, as you will recall from part 1 of our play yesterday, Hero and Claudia are about to be married on the morrow. But the malicious Prince John, bent on causing trouble, has intimated that she is a most unvirtuous woman. Now, he has arranged to give credence to this claim while Claudio and his friends watch from concealment and while the innocent hero sleeps. Here now is part 2 of Much Ado About Nothing.
If you trust not what you see, confess not that you know.
Tomorrow, in the congregation where I should wed, there will I shame her.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no farther.
O day untowardly turn.
Mischief,
strangely thwarted.
A plague right well prevented. So you will say when you have seen the sequel.
Are you good men and true?
Well, Master,
yes.
Or else it were pity, but they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Oh, nay, that were a punishment too good for them. George Seacole.
Oh no.
God hath given you a good name, but to read and write comes by nature.
Both of which, Master Constable?
You have. I knew that would be your answer. You are thought here to be the most senseless and fit man for the constable of the watch. Therefore, hold you the lantern. Now, this is your charge. You are to comprehend all auspicious characters and bid them stand in the prince's name.
How if they will not stand?
Then bid them no heed, and let them go, and thank God that you're rid of a name. Also, you must make no noise in the street, for the watch to babble and talk is most tolerable, and not to be endured.
Well, we will rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch, eh?
How should sleeping offend? I don't think they'd mind that. But take care that your bill hooks be not stolen, huh?
If we meet a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Oh, truly by your office you may, but I think that they that touch pitch will be defiled.
Oh, very good.
Truly, if you meet a thief, the most peaceable way would be to let him steal out of your sight.
You have always been called a merciful man, neighbor Dogberry. And if you hear a child cry in the night, bid its nurse, still it! Don't let it...
This is the end of your charge. You are to comprehend all men. If the prince pass in the night, you may stay here.
Nay, by Our Lady, that I think he cannot.
Oh, no. Mary, 5 shillings to 1 on it by any man that knows the statute. No. He may stay here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Mary, if the prince be willing. For, of course, it's an offense to stay any man against his will.
By Our Lady, I think it be so.
Good neighbor, one word more. I pray you watch about Senor Leonato's door. For the wedding being tomorrow, there will be a great coil tonight. Adieu.
Adieu.
Be vigilant, I beseech you.
Adieu, master. Adieu. Well, masters. We hear our charge. Let us sit on a church bench till 2, and then to bed.
Conrad! What Conrad, I say. Stand thee close, and I, like a true drunkard, shall tell thee all. No, I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
Some treason, master.
When rich villains have need of poor ones may make what price they will.
I wonder at it.
That showest thou art unconfirmed. Thou knowest the fashion of a hat or a cloak or a doublet means nothing to a man.
Yet how giddily this fashion turns about all the hot bloods between 14 and 5 and 30, sometimes fashioning them like Pharaoh soldiers, sometimes like shaven Hercules. But seest thou now what a deformed thief this fashion is?
I know that fellow deformed. He has been a vile thief for 7 years. I remember his name.
Know that tonight I have wooed Margaret, the Lady Hero's gentlewoman, by the name of Hero. Away went Claudio, enraged, sware he would meet her next morning at the temple, and there, before the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw o'ernight and send her home again without a husband.
Stand! We charge you! Stand in the Princess Lane! Go fetch the Master Constable. Tell him we have here recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery that ever happened in this Commonwealth. Go! Go! March! March! And that one deformed. Oh, I know him. I know him well. He's one of them. He wears a lot.
Friends, we are presenting part 2 of the NBC Matinee Theater's production of William Shakespeare's comedy of intrigue, mix-up, and muddle, Much Ado About Nothing, starring Nina Foch and Robert Horton, also starring Philip Borniff, Patrick Macnee, Stephen Joyce, Pernell Roberts, Norma Moore, and Peggy McCay. Our director is Alan Cook. The curtain rises now on Act 1, Part 2 of Much Ado About Nothing.
Oh, troth, I think your other rubato were better.
Oh, no, pray be good, Meg. I'll wear this.
By my troth, not so good, and I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this. Ursula, wake my cousin Beatrice and bid her come hither.
I like the new tire within excellently.
Oh?
The hair were a thought browner.
Oh.
I saw the Duchess of Milan's gown. They praised so.
Oh? That exceeds, they say.
But a nightgown in respect to yours. Cloth of gold and cuts laced with silver.
Oh.
Set with pearls.
Oh.
Oh. But for a fine, quaint fashion, yours is worth 10 on.
God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
To be heavier soon, by the weight of a man.
Fie upon thee. Art not ashamed?
Of what, lady? Is there any harm in the heavier for a husband? None, I think, and it be the right husband, and the right wife.
Oh, good morrow, cuz. Good morrow, sweet hero. This time you were ready. By my troth, I'm exceeding ill. Hi-ho.
Well, and you be not turned Turk. There's no more sailing but the stars.
What means the fool, troth?
Oh, nothing, I. But God send everyone their heart's desires.
By my troth, I'm...
Get you some of this distilled Carduus Benedictus, and lay it to your heart. It is the only thing for a qualm.
There thou prickest her with a thistle. Why, Benedictus, you have some moral, Benedictus?
Moral? No, by my troth, I meant plain Carduus Benedictus, holy thistle. Oh, you may think, perchance, I think you are in love. Oh, nay, by Our Lady, I cannot think what I list. Nor indeed I cannot think that you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love.
Oh,
Yet such another was Benedict, and now he eats his meat without grudging. Doth not my wit become me rarely?
It is not soon enough. You should wear it in your cap. Come, help to dress me, good Meg. Good cuz. By my troth, I'm sick.
What would you with me, honest neighbors?
We would some confidence with you, sir, that doth discern you nearly.
Well, brief, I pray you, for you see it is a busy time with me.
Oh, marry, that it is.
Yes, Well, what is it, my friends?
Well, Goodman Burgess speaks a little off the matter. He's an old man, and his wits are not as blunt as I would, God help me, they were.
Yeah.
But he's honest just the same, honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God I'm as honest as any man living. That is an old man and no honester than I.
Comparisons are odorous, neighbor Burgess.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
Tedious. Oh, your worship pleases to say so. But for my part, truly were I as tedious as a king, I would be able to bestow it all on your worship.
I would fain know what it is you have to say.
Well, marry, sir, our watch tonight have taken in a couple of as arrant knaves as any in Messina.
An old man, sir, and he will be talking. As they say, when the age is in, the wit is out.
Yes,
Oh, God help us, it were a world to see. Well said, neighbor Burgess, well said. But when two ride of a horse, one must ride behind. An honest man in face, sir, as ever broke bread. But God is to be worshipped. All men are not alike. Alas, good neighbor.
Indeed, he comes too short of you.
Oh, God give gifts.
I must leave you.
One word, sir, one word. Our watch have indeed apprehended two suspicious persons, and we would have them examined this morning by your worship.
Take your examination. Take them yourselves and bring it me. Fare you well.
Oh. Come, good partner. Fetch Francis Sequel. Bid him bring ink and pen to the jail to set down our excommunication.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady?
No. To be married to her. Friar, you come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make his answer. None.
Oh, what men dare do. What men may do.
How now? Objection.
Stand thee by, friar. Father, by your leave, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what have I to give you back, whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness.
There, Leonardo, take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She's but the sign and semblance of her honor. Behold how like a maid she blushes here. Would you not swear, all you that see her, that she were a maid by these outward shows? But she is none. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married. Not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
My lord, well, that he doth speak so wide.
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that have gone about to link my dear friend to a common sale.
Are these things spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
It's not like a nuptial.
True. Oh, God.
Let me but move one question to your daughter and bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so as thou art my child.
Oh, God, defend me. How am I beset?
What man was he talked with you yesternight out at your window betwixt 12 and 1?
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why, then you are no maiden. Leonardo, I'm sorry you must hear, but on my honor, myself, my brother, and this grieved count did see her, hear her, at that hour last night, talk with a ruffian at her chamber window.
Who have indeed, most like a liberal villain, confessed the vile encounters they have had.
Oh, hero, fare thee well. Most fair, most foul, will be I'll lock up all the gates of love, and from my eyelids shall conjecture hang, to turn all beauty into thoughts of harm, and never shall it more be gracious. Let no man's dagger here appoint for me.
We return now to our play on the NBC Matinee Theater, Much Ado About Nothing.
How doth the lady?
Oh, dead, I think. Help, Uncle.
Do not live, hero. Not ope thine eyes. Death is the fairest cover for her shame that may be wished for. Grieved I had but one. One too much by thee. Oh, she is fallen into a pit of ink that the wide sea hath drops too few to wash her clean again.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady Beatrice, were you not her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not. Although, until last night, this 12th month, have I been her bedfellow?
Confirmed, confirmed. Would the two princes lie? Would Claudio lie? Who loved her so that speaking of her shame, he washed it with tears. Hence away from her, let her die.
Hear me, Oliver. I have only been silent so long by noting of the lady. I marked 1,000 blushing apparitions start into her face, 1,000 innocent shames. Bear away those blushes. Call me a fool. Trust not my observations. If this sweet lady lie not guiltless here under some biting error, there is some strange misprision in the princess.
Two of them have the very bent of honor. Their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lives in John the Bastard.
I know not. If they speak but truth of her, these hands shall tear her. If they wrong her honor, then the proudest of them well shall hear of it.
Let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the princess, left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it, that she is dead indeed. Then will Claudio mourn, and wish he had not so accused it her. No, even though he thought his accusations true.
Leonardo. Good Leonardo, let the friar advise you.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
'Tis well consented. Come, lady, die to live. This wedding day perhaps is but prolonged. Be patient. Endure.
Have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
How much might the man deserve of me who would right her?
Is there such a way to show such friendship?
Very even way. No such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, not yours.
I do love nothing in this world as well as you. Is not that strange?
Strange is the thing I know not. It were as possible for me to say, I loved you. Believe me not. And yet, I lie not. I confess nothing, and I deny nothing. I'm sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear by it and eat it.
I will swear by it that thou lovest me. And I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised. I protest I love thee.
Then God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
And do so with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart, there is none left to protest.
Come. Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Oh, Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Now, tarry, Beatrice.
I'm gone. I'm here. There is no love in you. Nay, I pray you, let me go.
Oh, we'll be friends first.
You dare easier make friends with me than fight with mine enemies.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not proved in the height of villain? Oh, God, that I were a man! What bear her in hand until they come to take hands? And then with public accusations, uncovered slander, unmitigated scorn. Oh, God, that I were a man, I would eat his heart out in the marketplace.
Beatrice, hear me, the friar
Talk to a man out a window, a proper
Beatrice,
saying.
Claudio is a youth.
Sweet hero, she's wrong,
Beatrice.
she's undone. Princes and counties, surely a princely testimony, a goodly count, Count Convict, a sweet gallant, surely. Oh, God, that I were a man for his sake. Or that I had any friend who would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesy, valor into compliment, and men are only turned into tongues, and trim ones too. Well, if I cannot be a man with wishing, I will die a woman with grieving.
Beatrice. Beatrice, by this hand I love thee.
Use it for my love. Some other way than swearing by it.
Think thou in your soul that Count Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea, as sure as I have thought or soul.
Enough! I'm engaged. I will challenge you. Very well.
Where be these malefactors? Oh, Mary, that I am, sir. I and my partner.
Nay, that's certain.
No. Which are the offenders for examination? Let them appear before Master Constable.
Yea, let them be brought before me.
Now,
what is your name, friend?
Borraccio.
Say, write down Borraccio.
Borraccio.
And, yours, sirrah?
I am a gentleman, sir, and my name is Conrad.
Ah, pray write down Master Gentleman Conrad.
Master Gentleman Conrad.
Masters, do you, serve God?
Yea, sir, we hope.
Write down that they hope they serve God. And write down God first. For God defend, but God should go before such villains. Masters, it hath been already proven that you are little better than false knaves. What say you for yourselves?
Marry, sir, I say we are none.
Oh? He's a marvelous, witty fellow, I assure you. But I'll go about with him. A word in your ear, sir. I say that you are thought to be false knaves.
Sir, I say to you, we are none.
Oh, poor God, they're both in a tale. Have you writ down that they are none?
Master Constable,
You go not forward to examine. You must bring forth the watch that are their accusers.
Oh, Mary, yea. Let the watch be brought forth.
But
Oh, the watch. Well, look. In the prince's name, I charge you accuse these men.
This man said, sir, this man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down the prince's brother John a villain.
No, not this.
That's flat perjury to call the prince's brother a villain.
Master Constable.
Peace, I pray you.
Master Constable.
I do not like thy look, I promise thee.
What heard you him say else? Marry, that he had received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed.
And that Count Claudio did mean upon his words to disgrace Hero before the whole assembly and not marry her.
Villain, thou shalt be cast into everlasting redemption for this.
And Prince John is this morning secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, and upon the accusation, suddenly died.
Have these been bound and brought to Leonato's? I will go before and publish their examination.
Come. Let them be opinion.
Off, coxcomb.
God's my life, where's the sexton? To call a prince's officer coxcomb? Oh, thou naughty varlet.
No way, you are an ass, an ass.
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass. But, brothers, though it be not written down, forget not that I am an ass. Oh, no, thou villain, no. I am a wise fellow, and what's more, an officer. And what's more, as pretty a piece of flesh as ever was in Messina. Go to. And a fellow that hath had losses. And one that hath 2 gowns. Bring him away. Oh, that I had been written down an
Back now to our play on the NBC Matinee Theater, William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing.
My soul doth tell me Hero is belied, and that shall Claudio know. So shall the prince, and all of them that thus dishonor her.
Good Dan.
Good day to you both. Hear you, my lords?
We have some haste, Leonardo.
Oh, some haste, my lord. Well, fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is well.
They do not quarrel with us, good old man.
Nay, Mary, thou hast wronged me, thou dissembler, thou. Nay, never lay thy hand upon thy sword. I fear thee not.
Marry, beshrew my hand if it should give thy age such cause of fear.
No, Claudio, to the head. Thou hast so wronged mine innocent child and me that I am forced to lay my reverence by, and with gray hairs and bruise of many days do challenge thee to trial of a man. I say thou hast belied mine innocent child. Thy slander hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors.
You say not right, old man.
My lord, I'll make proof of it on his body if he dare. Despite his neat fence and his active practice.
Away, I will not have to do with you.
Death me so. Thou hast killed my child. If thou killest me, son, thou wilt kill a man.
Gentlemen, both! My heart is sorry for your daughter's death. But on my honor, she was charged with nothing but what was true and very full of proof.
My lord!
I will not hear you.
No. I will be heard. I'm so smart for it.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
No, Signor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Good day, Signor. You are almost come to part almost a fray.
We'd like to have our two noses snapped off with an old man without teeth.
I came to seek you both.
I'm an honest man. He looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You're a villain. I jest not. You've killed a sweet and innocent lady, and her death shall fall heavy on your head. Let me hear.
He is in earnest.
Most profound earnest.
And he hath challenged thee.
Most sincerely. I warrant you for love of Beatrice.
And now, two of my brother's men bound. Officers, what offense have these men done?
Firstly, they have committed false report. Moreover, they are lying knaves. Third, they are slanders. Sixth, and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified untrue things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, what is their fault? Sixth, and lastly, why are they committed? And to conclude, what do you lay to their charge?
Rightly reasoned and in his own division.
Who have you offended, masters? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood.
Sweet prince, let me go no farther to mine answer. Do you hear me, and let this count kill me? I have deceived your very eyes. What your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools have brought to light. How Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the lady Hero.
What?
You were brought into the garden and saw me woo Margaret in Hero's garments. The lady is dead upon mine, my master's false accusation. Briefly, I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs this speech not like iron through thy blood?
I've drunk poison whilst he uttered it.
Did my brother set thee onto this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved it first.
Oh, by now the sexton hath reformed Senor Leonato of this matter. And, masters, I pray you, do not forget to signify, when time and place shall serve, that I am an ass.
Art thou the slave that with thy breast hast killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, not so, villain. Thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men, and a third hath fled that had a hand in it. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death. Go record it with your high and worthy deeds.
Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not but in mistaking.
By my soul, nor I.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter away. That were impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people in Messina here, how innocent she died. And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang you an epitaph upon her tomb. Tomorrow morning come you to my house. My brother hath a daughter, almost a copy of my child that's dead. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
Oh, noble sir, your overkindness doth wring tears from me.
This villain here shall face to face be brought to Margaret, who I believe was packed in all this wrong.
No, but I saw she was not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke to me.
Moreover, sir, this plaintiff here, the defender, did call me an ass. I charge you remember it in his punishment. And, the watch did speak of one deformed. He has a key in his ear, and a lock hanging by it.
Here's for thy pain.
Oh, God save the foundation.
Go, I discharge thee of thy prisoner.
I leave thy worship with an errant knave. I wish thy worship well. God restore thee to good health. I humbly give thee leave to depart. And if a merry meeting may be wished, God prohibit it.
And
just a few moments, we will continue with today's presentation on the NBC Matinee Theater, brought to you live and in living color. Now to the final act of Much Ado About Nothing.
God of love that sits above knows me.
And knows me. And knows me. How pitiful I deserve. In my singing, not in my loving. And knows me. Oh, I cannot woo in festival terms. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I call thee?
Yea, and depart when you bid me.
Well, then stay but till then.
Then is spoke, and so farewell. Yet ere I go, what has passed between you and Claudia?
Only foul words, and thereupon will I kiss.
Foul words is foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
Claudio undergoes my challenge. Either I will hear from him shortly or subscribe him a coward. And now tell me, which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with me?
For all of them together, which maintain so politic a state of evil that they will not admit one good part to intermingle with him. For which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love. It's a good epithet. For indeed I love you against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart. For if you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours. I cannot love that which my friend hates.
You and I are too wise to woo peacefully. How doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill, too.
Well, serve me, love God and men. And thereupon will I leave you. Here comes one in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. Yonder's old coil at home. It is proved my lady hero has been falsely accused. And Don John is the author of all. Will you come presently?
Will you go with me to hear this news?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy eyes, and be buried in thy lap. And moreover, I will go with thee to thy uncle.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
Well, I am glad that all things sort so well.
And so am I, being else enforced to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it. Friar, I need entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, senor?
Well, either to bind me or undo me, one of them. Oh. Leonardo. Good Leonardo. Truth is, sir, your niece looks upon me with an eye of favor.
Huh? That eye was lent her by my daughter. It is most true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight whereof I think you had of me, of Claudio and the prince. But what you will.
Well, my will is your good will stand with ours. This day to be conjoined in a state of honorable marriage.
My heart is with thy liking.
And my help.
Good morrow to this fair assembly. Good morrow, Benedict.
Good morrow.
Why, what's the matter that you have such a February face, so full of frost, of storm, and cloudiness?
I think he thinks upon the savage bull. Tush, fear not. Man will tip thy horns with gold, and all Europa shall rejoice at thee, as once Europa did at lusty Jove when he did play the noble beast in love.
Oh? And some such strange bull leaped your father's cow and got a calf in the same noble feat.
For this I owe you. Here come other reckonings. Which is the lady I must seize upon?
The same is she. I give you her.
Then she is mine.
No.
Let me see your face.
That you must not. You take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand. Before this holy friar, I am your husband. you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero!
Nothing certainer. One hero died defiled, but I do live. And surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero that is dead?
She died, my lord, only whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify when after that the holy rites are ended, to the chapel let us presently.
Friar. Good friar, soft and fair. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do you not love me?
Oh, no. No more than reason.
Why, then, your uncle and the prince and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no. No more than reason.
Well, then my cousin Hero and Margaret are much deceived. For they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well-nigh dead for me.
Well, it is no such matter, then. You do not love me.
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Oh, come, cousin, I'm sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sworn upon it that he loves her. For here's a paper written in his hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, writ in my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict.
A miracle. Our own hands against our hearts. Now, I will have thee. But by this light I take thee for pity.
I would not deny thee. But by this good day, I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life. For I was told that you were in a consumption.
Peace, I will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedict, the married man?
I'll tell you, Prince. A college of witcrackers cannot flout me out of my humor. Come, we are friends. Let's have a dance ere we be married so we may lighten our own hearts and our wives' heels. Play, music. Prince, thou look sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife. There is no staff so reverend as one tipped with a horn.
Friends, to all of you watching today, both in your homes and in classrooms across the nation, we trust you've enjoyed our first daytime excursion on matinee theater into the works of Shakespeare. For tomorrow, a contemporary drama in the world of business. Starring will be Peter Hansen, Dina Merrill, and Edmund Ryan. Don't miss Day of Discoveries, tomorrow on the NBC Matinee Theater. I'll be back in just a moment with the names of today's players.
The cleanest queen under the sun is tied clean. You tied clean.
Clean and bright as the sun on the sand. The kind of clean you like best next to those you love. That's because new Tide has extra cleaning power. With Tide, things always come out clean and fresh as a sea breeze. More than white, more than bright, really clean.
Clean.
The cleanest clean under the sun.
What a wonderful sight when you're washing is done. The cleanest clean under the sun is Tide Clean. New Tide Clean.
This is your host, John Conte, saying thank you, requesting the pleasure of your company again at tomorrow's NBC Matinee Theater.